If you're considering getting one or both of these electric spin scrubbers, here are the top 3 things you need to keep in mind before you make your purchase. Number 1, which electric scrubber actually removes tough stains fast with little effort? Number 2, which product has the most useful and secure attachments for different surfaces and cleaning jobs? Number 3, which scrubber offers the best battery life, durability, and overall value for the budget? Alright, so we're going to go ahead and cover number 1 and 2 in the same go, because what I've created here is a scenario that allows us to see how fast and well it removes stain, and then also to show the different attachments that you can use. So let me explain what I did here. I used a Sharpie marker, permanent mark, to mark a rug, a tile, a wood floor, and a mirror to show the different kind of surfaces that you might potentially be able to clean with this thing. And I've then selected different brush that I feel will help me clean these particular surfaces without damaging them in any shape or form. And then I'm just gonna go through it in this order and clean it and see how quickly it cleans and see if it actually gets rid of the stain. Now, to make sure that this thing is fair, what I've done is I made a mixture that is very simple, just dishwasher soap and water. So there's no extra, oomph to this thing, so that everything is straightforward and fair. So with all of that said, we're gonna jump right into this thing and see how quickly it removes the stain on the rug. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pour my water just in the area that I have the stain. Gonna turn this thing on and we're getting to work. So that's about it. Let me stop this thing. So in a short period of time, this is the job that it has managed to do. I stopped to wipe off use a paper towel to wipe this thing off because it was kind of getting foamy as I was working on this thing. So look, straightforward. This is the job it did. It got rid of it, done. Like, there's a little bit of it still left. I can see a little bit of the ink, but honestly, what I would do after this, I would just run regular water on it to really make sure that it's fully gone. But that, you could see for yourself the job that it did in a relatively short period of time. I would say probably like 60 seconds, a minute. It's what it felt like. So, all right, here we go, getting to work. Okay, I feel like I've done a pretty good job here. I didn't want to spend too long on it. I spent about roughly 60 seconds cleaning this thing. I'm gonna wipe it down so we can see the job that it did. Okay, all things considered, I think it did a pretty good job. I do see still a little bit of the Sharpie left behind. Also, what I forgot to mention is that what I used Sharpie markers on these, so they're permanent marker. They're not meant to come off. So this thing is fighting an uphill battle. So I just want to clarify that. Now, with that said and considered, I still think this thing did a pretty good job to get the Sharpie marker off. And basically what I did is I put the Sharpie marker on and left it to dry. So this is not a fresh mark at all. So it did a pretty good job. Most of it is gone in about 60 seconds. And you can see that for yourself. Now we're going to jump into the tile and see how good of a job it does. Here we go. All right. You can already see it's basically gone. All right, that's it. You can see for yourself the job that it did. In 60 seconds, it's gone. All right, we're cleaning. Here we go. Okay, this thing, yeah, it did a great job. You can see it's already gone. It's awesome. I love it. Yep. And even, I think, I'll say this is probably 30 seconds. It took about 30 seconds for the Sharpie marker stain to come off of tile. So yeah, that's a slam dunk for me. All right, let's move on to wood floor, and I'm gonna try the brush first, but I really have a good feeling that this is probably what I should start with. I'll keep to the plan. All right, we're going in with a little bit of water. Here we go, we're cleaning. Okay, after a little bit, not bad at all. But yeah, like I anticipated, I think using a different, I think this would do a better job. So let's swap it and get to work and see what happens. All right, give it a little bit of water. Here we go. Oh yeah, yeah, nah, this is it. Yeah, I was right. I should have done this one first. Look at it, gone. Oh yeah, nah, this is what I had a feeling that I should have use this first. So if you buy this thing and you're trying to tackle tough stain on wood, use this. This will, because the wood can handle it. The wood can handle the scrubbing. So yeah, use this. It will come off really fast. Here we go. I'm gonna stop. All right, so this is how much of the job it got rid of in a short period of time. Honestly, now I've seen it work in 3 different scenarios, and what I'm noticing for sure with this is that it requires more effort than simply just going at it. So, but it is doing the job. It just requires more effort. Here we go. Cleaning. Oh yeah, it's already done the job. It's done. Wow. Okay, let me stop this. All right, that's it. There you have it. Let me do a better job wiping this thing off. Like in less than 30 seconds, the mirror is clean. Like, look at it. I hope you can see it. Like, done. The job's done. All right. So yeah, this thing blew me away. It did a great job, very fast. And the biggest takeaway here is it really comes down to the brush that you choose for the different surfaces and jobs that you're trying to do. So if you try one and it doesn't work, try something else, because something else might work better. That has been my experience with this thing, hands down. All right, here we go. Okay, with the mirror, it worked really fast. Like with the mirror, it disappeared in like instant, like evaporated. So on a mirror surface, great job. Like no complaints there. It didn't damage the mirror, it didn't scuff the surface. So on mirror, this thing is, yeah, this is good. On tile, it did a good job, but it left a little bit. On wood, I see the mark still. And then on rug, I still see a little bit of the mark. In terms of the battery life, this thing is rated to last you 90 minutes of continued use. Obviously, because of how fast this thing cleans, I do not anticipate any normal use in household lasting 90 minutes straight on. So it cleans very fast, it gets the job done very quickly, so you will never actually need to run it up that far, and it's easy to charge and fast to charge. And then in terms of the charging capability of this thing, it's rated that you can use it non-stop for 90 minutes. So the battery life on this thing is good and is as good as advertised. All right, between this and this, it is clear that this one is the winner overall. So, you know, that is my opinion, but I still say just make the best decision for you and get one or get both of them and see which one ends up working best for you.